What's up, guys? Friday. Hopefully, you all have an amazing week. Don't forget, this weekend, call your mother. It is Mother's Day. Go ahead and get started. It is 9:11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all, if you guys are new here, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Appreciate you guys for joining me this morning. Let's finish this week off strong. Had an amazing week. Last couple of days have been really good futures wise and options wise. But let's go ahead and see what we got going on. Let's see what I'm watching is kind of this tiny symmetrical triangle. The main issue I'm seeing right now is we're kind of I see a lot of balance. I don't really see a lot of price that needs to get filled in. I do have, on the 1 hour, this 1 hour fair value gap up here seems like the only one of importance that hasn't been filled in. There's a tiny one right here. I mean, that's small. I don't really see that of importance. And then we have to go back to right here, our end of March run up, which we see has decent amount of fair value gaps there. So overall, we have, ES is more balanced. NQ, NQ's been the one to play. Main thing is to watch. Definitely watch if AMD is going to pull back, if NVIDIA is going to pull back, if Amazon, Google, if all these are going to take a breather, we should definitely see a pullback in tech, which should bring ES down even stronger. I feel like ES is being held up by this AI and tech push. So that's something definitely to keep on watch. Yesterday, we had a 3-1. So we had an outside bar, then an inside bar. So usually that sets up for a little upside. We do have on the daily, we do have this volume imbalance, which is just a gap down. But VI, and I'm going to put the top part of it, VI. We do have the volume imbalance upside to downside. We have kind of this demand. I don't like the demand because it did not break and make a new high. So if we do come down here, you could still take calls, but I'm probably going to be looking for it to break to make a lower low, and then see if we have short covers to the upside. And that's what I would look, kind of like what we've been doing, kind of this overall raw information that's just kind of going on. It's like this. But just the only issue right now is we're smack dab right in the middle. Even with the huge data week, we really didn't make any moves. So definitely, hard on looking on ES. NQ just keeps going. This thing's kind of beast mode. Look at the weekly, pretty decent weekly candle. On the weekly, we do have a volume imbalance to the upside, but going back to August, I'm not the biggest fan of futures price action back here because I don't know is it be adjust, is it not be adjust? If you go to NQM, ICT guy, he used this volume imbalance we've already hit, so it's confusing for me to figure out all that. So I kind of just, I don't know where the blue cup is. It's last time I seen it was in the bed. Yeah, he's sleeping. So NQ, definitely watching. Even on the weekly, you could tell no really imbalances on the weekly. We have just the small one down here. Well, that's NQM. I'm not looking at NQM. NQ, on the weekly, the run up, we've been pretty balanced. So that's definitely going to be the tricky part. Demand wise, I do like these demands, this daily demand. Not as much this one. I love this doji right here as a demand. Tell our previous one right here is demand, broke structure. See how that demand made a new higher high, made a new higher high, came back down, hit that doji gap up, that created a new higher high, and then continued up. That's what you love to see. What's up, guys? Alan, what's up, Soul? But overall, I mean, I think today just might be a little tricky. But definitely, main thing is just watching this little triangle that we're forming. Definitely watch overnight highs, lows. See if we hold half back. Half back. I refer to half back a lot. Yeah, a QQQ. I don't like using QQQ as like fair value gaps and stuff because you got that overnight. I like to stick into NQ, QQQ. If you look at QQQ, you're gonna have more imbalances and stuff from these overnight. They can still work, but I just prefer to stick to ES and NQ. Looking at individuals, Apple kind of just chilling. Still hanging around this dark pool print that printed on Monday the 8th. So we've been kind of just chilling overall. They probably could have sold down here. So it could be unrelated, but nothing really showing an Apple. Apple is usually the last one to go or the last one to fall. So keep an eye on that. AMD, what I kind of marked up on my video yesterday was these price low volume nodes. So if we break below kind of this low volume node, we get in this balance, and then from that balance we can either pop back up or continue down. Of course, I took a loss in AMD, so I'm not going to play AMD. That's just the way it works. Amazon, Amazon, what time we got? Let me get a clock in this room. Amazon, kind of starting to go through that candle, earnings candle. See what happens there. Nice run up, nice beautiful hold of that 101.19, which you could see was a previous resistance, turn support, and was used as a last support. I was looking to go Amazon longs if it held 100, and it did, but I did not pull the trigger because I'm trying to stay bearish, but we keep going up. Google has been crazy. Google is, I believe, an amazing long-term hold if you do shares. This, you see Google everywhere you turn your head. You use Google every day. So right now we had a nice push up. We're kind of consolidating. So let's see which way we go on that consolidation. Meta. I don't know what these marks are. Meta kind of holding. It's kind of in this bear flag, but this bear flag is definitely holding on for, holding on pretty well. So we can break up, but if we do break down, definitely watching these pullbacks from its earnings push. Kind of the Fibry golden zone Fib retracements from the push. Microsoft, nice call yesterday. Wednesday, I was actually looking for, if the market was weak, I was going to take shorts on it because it overall was weaker than most of tech. But then I saw strength when the market was weak, so that's when I saw that original sell-off yesterday. Definitely, I was like, okay, sell off, but we've been stronger than the market, so that's why it was a nice little overall push up. But right now, it has its consolidation, move up, consolidation. So let it consolidate and take it to the other way. NVIDIA, kind of the same thing. We're holding 281. If we do come down to 281, of course, I'm watching for a retest. Also retest up. Or if we want to break 281, to head back down, back into it. All of the April consolidation. So that, we broke that consolidation, could give you one. So, you wait for a consolidation break. Two, I think the one I took was this one right here. So three, you're taking off this, just basically off. You could have been banking off Nvidia. The whole month. 1, 2, 3, then 4 plays. So definitely watching. Erase all those. Definitely watching at 281 level. It's the only thing that kind of watches me. Tesla. I alerted Tesla. With that hold of the fib. This 0.5 right here. Beautiful push up. Sold at close. I didn't want to swing with CPI data, but this thing is going to be, I think it's in the money. I think I had 175s. But of course, they had the Twitter announcement, Elon announcing the Twitter CEO. So that's why I'm looking at those. Let's go head back to Bitcoin, which is usually Bitcoin. You always want to keep Bitcoin on watch. Yeah, new CEO of Twitter. Rebrand Twitter. I don't think they're allowed to rebrand Twitter. Because he had the sign issue where they had to keep a certain letter in the title or something. He just painted the background and erased it or something. It was like a little thing he did. But I don't think you're gonna reban it. But let's go ahead and head back to ES. Do we have any economic data? At 8:30, 10 a.m. we have that Michigan consumer sentiment, which is a pretty big deal. That should move the market. Usually does. So I kind of want to watch if we pump into it or if we dive into it and kind of fade whichever way it goes. With Apex, they have videos. I always tell people to follow step by step, and if you get something wrong, it's pretty tough. If you get something wrong, you feel it's hard to get it right. But if you go step by step by step, you should be golden to get it. Whenever someone messages me, he's like, "Oh, I can't figure it out." I was like, "Just go over it, re-go over it, step by step by step, and you should see it." Yeah, you don't need rhythmic, so I don't have rhythmic open. They do have Tradeovate, which I think Tradeovate still having their issues, but I believe everyone should at least try one prop firm, even though if you don't stick with it, at least try it and try it and fail. I mean, it's one of those things. You're not gonna, just like options, just like the whole stock market. I don't think anyone hops in there and they're perfect off the bat. Yeah, it could happen, but just go in there and do the best you can and learn. Have a trade plan. Sit down, have a trade plan. I want to lose this a day. I want to make this a day. Once I lose this amount, I walk away. That's the hardest thing. Yeah, Apex is the lowest cost to enter. Most other companies do refund your entry fee or your evaluation fee, but with Apex, I like Apex. I'm not hating on Top Step. I did Top Step, wasn't a big fan, but Apex been there for about a year. So let's go ahead and look at what we're doing. Let's see if we got any key bookmap levels. We have a lot of liquidity to the upside. We have that 4165, 4170, 4172 and a half upside. Nothing really to the downside. This 4400, 400 lots is they've been there like for weeks. I don't know what they're doing up there. Was that 455 has 4200 has 311. 4220 has 422. So very interesting to the upside on bookmap. You have any? I do not. I debate on going to them, but they kind of just their website seems exactly like Apex. And I've not had any issues with Apex, so there's no reason for me to leave. The only reason I left them to begin with is their payout took too ever for long, and I wanted to pay out quickly, so I went over to Top Step. Top Step, you get payout within like 7 or 10 days, but then Apex switched their rules, so I went back to Apex. But that's the only reason I left Apex. Can I make a video on fractal charts and how to use them? I'm trying to. Every time I do a video, it gives me error. So I'm working on trying to figure that out with the owner and the creator of the creator of it, of how I could do a video without an error. But this week I'm definitely looking to possibly make that video. What time we got? 9:28. So we're about to open in 2 minutes. Set everything up. So, I can talk to Russell about it. He's got me on a new. Just discouraging when I get rolling and I get going and then that big red X pops up. I'm just like, oh. So I get a little discouraged. We got 1 more minute. Oh no, we're about to open 5 seconds. So let's mark up our opening prints. Having issues? Possibly. Let me see. I'm watching myself. I'm gonna work on OBS this weekend. When I record a video, it's like 20 gigs. I gotta figure out how to figure that out. When I record a video, it's so um it's probably because quality is really good. The individuals, Apple pushing off that dark pool, Meta coming down, Tesla selling off. Tesla is in my long zone, so Tesla did run up into my long zone. Microsoft just chilling. AMD pushing Qs, looking pretty solid. He's looking strong. Oh wow. Yes, pulling back, a little strong. Still open. And Q making a move. See if it pushes that overnight highs. Yes, seems like it gained strength while NQ is kind of just chilling. I got heavy liquidity up to the upside, but let's see if they're gonna head for it. They might head for it, or then by 10 o'clock they'll come off when that University of Michigan sentiment comes through. Yes, below opening print again. Let's see if it holds. They're kind of coming in above right here. All right, nothing really happening. Yes, kind of breaking down. Visuals, still so strong meta, pulling back. The video with a little pop. I always with futures, what I at open, I don't know how you scout futures on this opening this opening price, unless you faded the pop. Are we rejecting our pivot? Faded the pop, but I always like to wait kind of for that reversal point. I always tell people 20 points, at 12 o'clock is the same as 20 points right now. You ain't even gotten 20 points right now. ES has been in a 30-point range. Look at this monthly. This monthly is look at this thing. Oh, that's 563 points, but still pretty crazy range. Even the past from here to here, 300 point range. We're not doing much even lately. 69 to 17. Like I always said, I don't like taking anything if ES is around 4150. Just not my thing. Just because it is what it is. 4150 seems kind of not. You could probably look back at how many closes ES has had. I bet you most of them are close or near 4150. You guys can hit that like button. If you guys are new here, hit that subscribe button. Also, try to turn up your HD to HD. For some reason, when I watch myself, it always goes to like the lowest setting. So have to watch that. They're coming in pretty heavy above. So POC opening POC, this yellow line is going to be RTH POC. And what I like to see is kind of a hold. You can tell they're putting their stops on the other side. So the VWAP and RTH POC. Bookmap VWAP doesn't really match up sometimes with regular VWAP, but oh, so we are below opening price. NQ is below opening price. So let's see if that holds. If not, NQ 5-minute down. Yes, 5-minute. So nothing even on the 5 minutes. They're showing anything. 15-minute. Look at this 15-minute candle. Let's see how they bounced it off. They price checked POC. Computer mail. That's a pretty interesting name. Yeah, that made a difference one sure. Yeah, for some reason mine's like it's just sitting on 240. I'm just like, whoa. And you put on a 1080, just like beautiful. So wait till 10 a.m. Let that probably make a move, and then try to find a setup from there. Right now, have your 4140 is probably my downside target right here. You can tell yesterday's POC and Q. Yesterday's POC is 13441. So any downside target, we haven't hit it since yesterday, so it's a naked. NQ back above opening print. Yeah, they came off. They came in heavy above, came off to push the price down. They probably could have pushed the price down to fill lower. Yeah, they're coming in underneath. A little bit heavier. You do have a push up. Definitely looking at for that 41.65. Feel like back up front, holding front, but since 750, 4 point range. Yes, really not there. Say this is the 13 to 34 on the 10-minute EMA. And I always have this up. If you think it's chop, price is just chopping right through it, not really bouncing, nothing. Kind of holding below right now. You tell our nice little push up in the morning held yesterday's run up, so held above the EMAs. So that's why I always tell people, if you want to figure out what chop is, chop. I could probably put up VWAP. VWAP's same thing, smack dab in the middle. NQ, smack dab in the middle. Not really doing anything. We're above VWAP, we're above POC, we're above that 41.53. The copy paste levels, I put them in my Substack, and it's all free right now. It should be in the bio below. On Fridays, I usually give them away for free. But the copy paste levels is just an indicator right here, and all you do is input the code. The copy paste levels right here. So this one is, and I just do this code, and that's what it looks like. Making a decent push. ES looks stronger while NQ looks weaker. A lot of divergence, I guess, going on. Tell on book map, you see the right, you see that volume profile. Just volume straight smack dab in the middle. But those are in my in my bio. They're I'm like, okay. My wife and kids are getting ready to go to a farm. My son's getting obsessed with ducklings and chicklings. I do charge normally for that Substack just because it is time consuming to do all that coding. But it's $8 a month, so it's lunch. Bye bye. It's very interesting below that 97 level. Apple, big pullback. Microsoft, big pullback. Tesla's still going. What is my. Hey, the fractal levels on FOMC and CPI were spot on. I was actually truly, truly surprised on how spot on those were. Man, I had Tuesday had Tesla 170 calls. They're at 7.3. Yeah, they're spot on. I need to start like categorizing them, and I'm gonna start putting them on my website, but I need to upgrade my website a little bit more. AMD is hitting. Oh, the low volume node that I was watching. This one right here. We're hitting this very low volume node. Should see a sort of rejection if we do break down. Definitely look at this consolidation. Back into that consolidation, and then it can decide to pop up again or drop. But I think everything is kind of what I always kind of look as we're falling into big data. So possibly a pop on data. Here comes our pivot. $1,200. And then over the weekend, I'm also trying to learn delta charts and monkey bars and kind of a different motive wave. And so I could stream that too. And that's gonna step the game, my futures game up big time once I try to figure that out. It's a lot of learning. The NQ big drop. Like I said, of note, yesterday's POCs. Yesterday's close 446. Data in 10 minutes. How that kind of higher up stuff went off. You should also have my buddy Steve in the background too, but he's there's just his POC NQ. That's what I'm saying. So there's that downside target if we want to sell off. Usually I have my buddy Steve in the background, but he just graduated college. And he's probably taking that New Jersey Devils loss pretty hard. So if you're not subscribed in that bottom right corner, all you gotta do is click that YouTube subscribe button and it'll automatically subscribe for you. I'll be back in 1 minute. I gotta grab my son because my other son's leaving. Here we bounce. Okay, I don't know what's up, Ninja. Is that always simple? Just take your this PvP of yesterday. Volume point. The purple. We did not hit it so far today, so if we do come down to it, it's gonna test it. And look at that bounce. Should have taken long there. A lot of people are reporting, what? Why am I in a play? Yeah, I just randomly. I'm down. What is going on? Ninja? I gotta sign into the website and flatten everything. Oh, now it's all good. Okay. Anyone else? I'm trading this. I can't sign in. Yep, it's down. Crazy all week long. Trade evate's been messed up. Now rhythmic. I just randomly got. I don't know what's happening. My buys and sells and now randomly in longs. Luckily, I'm trading micros, so it's not really horrible. I had to almost go to their website and flatten. A lot of people are upset. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people want to complain about that, but you got to go to the website and hit flatten all. Like you got to know where that is. They can't be responsible. It's not them. They're Apex is just the company that funds you. It's Rhythmic and Tradeovate that are having the issue. Tradeovate, they've been messed up all. This is like their second huge mess up the last couple months. AMD, so AMD went right through that low volume node back into the thing. Spy looks a little strong. Apple, nowhere, nowhere. Meta's almost hitting that my long zone. Microsoft out of the long zone. Microsoft could be interesting here. Look how beautiful that long zone. Wick, only a wick. Yeah, on the end, it's your responsibility to know where that flatten button is, know how to flatten everything. Just like if your Wi-Fi goes down during a play, it's still your responsibility. But they do the right thing. All these companies, I know Top Step gave you all you had to do is email them and get your lost day. You had one redo day they gave everybody, and then a free reset if you needed it. Actually, if you're on Ninja and you right click, like where you buy market, buy ask, sell ask, if you right click, there is a flatten everything button. I think on Rhythmic, even on Rhythmic, you could flatten everything. So Mike, I've hit long. Tesla just chilling up here. Probably gonna start my weekend off early. So something cool I learned about Bookmap and data is you kind of figure out who stays on the books. And whoever stays on the books, if they're far away, price acts as a magnet. If the price, if you see something come in close to the price, it's going to repel price away. It's pretty cool on data. So I kind of watch on who stays on the books. For Bookmap, you see 65 is kind of staying right now. 72, 45. These aren't big levels. We're still at the upper levels are still staying on. So if stays true, 4140 staying on. What time we got? 59, 20 seconds. So let's see. They're lightened up 65. If I had a bet, we're going up just based on Bookmap. And everyone's kind of lightening up. Oh, go down. Down, then up. Now let's see what comes in. See this right here, 4140. They're gonna try to repel. More stops coming in underneath. Yeah, tiny drop, and it's back above where it was. Yeah, if so, like how these are coming in, we should be able to repel away. Kind of like the magnet repel, so should push price up. Of course, they went away though. But today didn't really give anything away, and really didn't move. But the market likes liquidity, so it kind of gravitates towards liquidity. We break here. If we break 4140, they're trying to come in and hold it. They want 45 to hold. We break through 4140. Oh, they flipped. If they break through 4140, we should definitely see some downside. If they break through all this. it should add fuel to the fire on shorts. Here's ES, that retrace. So it's at its retrace at the vector. Price is still holding underneath. Kind of higher price. Price to the upper side kind of went away. Right off that 0.5 fib. The 0.5 fib came from right here, yesterday's lows to overnight highs. See how everything's knifing down? What's Microsoft doing? Just watch. Just wait. The market can reverse. Watch Microsoft. Meta about to hit that long. Apple. Apple staying weak. Look at Q. I mean, that's a Q's had a knife. Q's weak. Spies past its vector. Where's Tesla? I want to. If you guys follow me on Twitter, I do post a lot of interesting things on Twitter that I don't really post in my channels. I could. I always try to double post, but it's a lot. Microsoft. AMD sub 85 today. Fingers crossed. Here's that 4140. Look at them. See how they're coming in heavier and heavier. They're defending it. There's yesterday's POC. NQ. Yeek. Fair value gap there on the hour. 15 minutes. Unfortunately, with freaking see 4140, they took that liquidity. So I like to see is we're able to get back down and like kind of watch a curve into 4140 and then drop. Yeah, Professor Ninja's horrible right now. Wow. Yesterday's POC. So like a trade along would be good using this low as a stop. But we are rejecting the vector. We could reverse the reward to head it back up to that POC at 55. 3.43. A lot of liquidity. Saying TOS has issues too on their futures. All because Robinhood wanted to Robinhood wants to do futures. Professor, maybe one day next week I gotta get you on here with Steve. We're gonna get some collab going. To boost oil output capacity. Anyone got plans for the weekend? Mother's Day. Gave my wife two presents so far, and holding the third one for Mother's Day. It's kind of like the first year I actually remembered it. We're not really into gifts. We're kind of more into experiences. You know, take the kids somewhere instead of buying them gifts. You know, go on vacation instead of spending it on jewelry, stuff like that. Apparently, Motive Wave is even having issues. 22 years. Yeek. I think me and my wife are at 6 or 7. Um, Monday I may or may not be on. I do have to go to. I'm trying to get into the oral surgeon. Um, I had a tooth pulled. She cracked the tooth next to it while pulling it, and now it's not healing properly. And I think she's just doesn't know. I don't want to say she doesn't know what she's doing, but I think she messed up. So I gotta go get probably like the gum pulled over and sewed and stitched in. So it should be fun. Shouldn't even went into for the freaking issue to begin with. Why they say men never go to doctors because it always things always end up worse than not going. I mean, she's. I mean, they're all super sweet there. I'm not going back there after this because they're paying for everything for all the mess ups. But I'm definitely not going back there. Everyone's super sweet though. That's what kills me. She just struggled getting it out. Cracked the other one. She's gonna fix it. She didn't crack the tooth. She cracked the filling. It was not like horrible. But now I have like bone. If you know what bone spurs are, sharp pieces of bone from when she pulled the tooth out. But luckily, it doesn't hurt like it did because my tongue has gotten used to it. But my tongue is so scarred up over there. All right, let's see what we're doing. Uh, Kind of a tiny bounce. Microsoft still holding up. City cuts forecast. So a lot of oil news coming out. You know, like my P&L is not even close to what Ninja Trader's saying. Like I said, you might have a pop up like that. 4140, that liquidity, they're still back in there again. So they're trying to hold 4140. They took them out once, holding it right now. See, this is here's the issue I'm having. Look, I'm green on my trade, and it says I'm red, $17. This hasn't updated in like a couple, like 10, 20 minutes for some reason. Yeah, my son has been like become really obsessive about chicklings, baby chicks, and baby ducks on YouTube, and just like watches videos left and right. So we found a farm that has them, and my wife took him to him today. He's just feeding them and playing with them. It's hilarious. He loves it. He wants us to get one, but we're not getting one. NQ red. NQ looks definitely a little bit weaker. Tesla, look at that Tesla cell. Ah, man, Tesla puts. you'll see dropping down to 44. You saw that drop down. So look at that B shape volume profile. You're getting volume down here to possibly move it back up into the 55s, or they like this price and they want to move it lower and start volume down here. So let's look at our early XPX data. Uh, 4137. Big range so far. It usually gets tighter. 4175. So this is the same. Same. You can tell we're kind of 37, 27. There's less risk to the upside because the move to upside's smaller. But that line is XPX. Let's see if it's able to push up into that 37 and then decide if it wants the floor or the ceiling. So Apex sent out rhythmic entering and exiting trades is delayed. Do not trade until the issue is resolved. Looking at my account, and so the P&L plus the commissions is not adding up to what I'm down in my trade performance. But I mean, it's man, it's whole. Sorry, guys, I didn't really put on a show today like I've done the past couple days. I just get discouraged when things aren't working properly. Like I could be trading options, but I don't. You know, my bread and butter is futures. I make way more money doing futures. least tweet about it. A lot of people want to blame Apex. A lot of people want to blame Top Step for the issues. Don't blame Apex. Hashtag rhythmic on Twitter, and it was like Apex BS, Apex 2 days in a row. This trash. If you the YOLO account, will they give it back to you? You dropping? They came in pretty strong. 44. That's what I said. If we hold four, oh no, I thought we're not holding POC. We're breaking through the 40s. No, no, no. Hi, Zaddy. I don't know who Zaddy is. I told him you're usually here, Steve, but you're down on the doubles loss. They were hit NQ support, kind of double bottom off that wick from 1 p.m. yesterday. Yeah, I mean this. I mean, I like to do options, but I'm even like discouraged on disencouraged on everything. Meta out that long zone. Took a drop on NQ. Yeah, NQ kind of fell. Apple showing weakness. AMD and Nvidia again weak. Google sideways. Microsoft coming down. Nvidia coming down. See what they do with this liquidity. Knife break. AMD. Next hold down. Stop finally going down. They wicked that liquidity here. So like 3 minute, 5 minute fair value we got down here. Eight. And that would have been a great start. Going long. You never see Michigan sentiment when you guys ever see that hold off for it. We'll see a lot of decent move. 1 hour fair value gap on NQ. NQ's hitting the long zone. Yes, heading for this bottom part. I like it. The day is usually the brokers are down, Ninja or whatever. They're kind of like the easiest days. It usually is. Strong. That pivot rejection right here on NQ, we're at 930 all the way down. We are in a long zone. These long 50-day zones are pretty solid. Apple, AMD, Microsoft. Look at Meta. Meta showing strength today. Looks plans to cut spending by 300 million. Yeah, that 4134 is kind of stepping away. I'll be back in hopefully 5 minutes. I gotta make a phone call. I All right, I'm gonna end this here, guys. Not really with all this lag, there's no point even just watching charts. Had a great week. Um y'all have a great weekend. Call your mom, hug your mom, kiss her mom, do whatever you gotta do. Say happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. But y'all have a great rest of your day. Hopefully Ninja shapes up, gets fixed a little bit, but y'all have a great rest of your